This is Ethan Klein and one of his staff. The staff member went to have an infected ingrown toenail removed. His favorite podiatrist wasn't there, so he had an older podiatrist do the procedure. The older podiatrist did it in a different way, and he went more down to the root, and it really hurt because he had rejected uh, injections for pain medication, and of course that can be very painful too. So anyway, they're going to describe how this procedure went, and Ethan's going to come out against old people.
First off, he was old as shit. This guy.
Oh,
Like,
I hate super old doctors.
He looked like just
Bro, I'm
like
becoming an ageist. I don't care.
he looked just like Doctor Now from My 600-Pound Life.
Okay.
Like just like him.
Dr. No.
Yeah, you're fat.
That's what you ate. You're fat.
So he's like, all right, well I'm gonna have to numb your toe, and I'm like, well, can't you just go in and just snip it out a little bit? And he's like, well, that sounds kind of barbaric. And I'm like, what? So then he covers the area of me looking at my toe. Oh, I can't see it. He puts like a tarp over it, and I've never had that before. And this motherfucker takes the clippers and goes so fucking far down.
That's because he went to the
Gushing
root of
blood
the
everywhere. I'm screaming
nail.
bloody murder like fucking stop, fucking stop, fucking stop, and he wouldn't stop.
You
Well,
want
that's
stop?
because
You
he
won't stop.
rejected the pain
No,
medication.
I can't with doctors like that.
He taught you a lesson. He said you better take the fucking
Yeah, take the
take the
fucking
numbing
shot.
shit next
but,
time.
But like I when I normally go, I don't get that.
So is it possible that this was a worse infection
What
or a worse ingrown toenail?
Yeah, probably just progressed since last time.
Could it have just been a worse situation?
would possibly
Yeah.
it hurt. I wouldn't say it's my worst, but it was definitely up there.
But the second doctor
So this photos you put
cleared
are
it
after
up.
the procedure, right?
This is after the.
All right, warning, if you don't like seeing toes, but it's not gory. It's actually not that bad.
So-
It's really not, but here it is. Yeah, so
Yeah, dude.
you can see, so he removed this whole part of the nail.
It fucking hurt like a motherfucker.
And
I was screaming.
where's Seaman at?
Yeah, I know.
So when you
Pretty
guys
good.
showed Zach on the show, when you showed it, that was before the procedure?
Yes.
That was on
Okay.
Wednesday, when he was going to go there afterwards.
So at that point, I was wondering, I was gonna ask you about it. I didn't know you were gonna have a procedure already, but you can't clip it yourself, Zach?
I've tried.
Yeah?
I just find I end up fucking it up more when I do it myself. I'd rather just go and just.
And you shouldn't do it
'Cause I
yourself
trust my
because
main podiatrist. I
if
get
you do
with
it
my wife.
yourself, you're probably
Like, the
going to
guy
get it
knows how to get it
infected
real
because you're
well.
not going to
But
be
Dude,
sterile.
I just, listen, I'm getting a little bit bitter with, like, really old people that don't quit their job when they need to retire. Like if you're a doctor and
we
you're like
really
80
gonna
years
know
old. No, I'm sorry. This
the
we need to
ages
talk
now?
about this.
Why?
It's happening and mostly it's happening in politics. It's happening in senators, representatives, the fucking presidency. I'm tired of old people running the fucking country. And by the way, well, you don't have to go to them, okay? So it's different in that case. But if you're 80 years old, you're just probably not up to date with shit.
no, he's not.
And he probably got shaky ass hands too.
He was shaking a little bit. And I was debating.
saying, bro.
I was debating like, should I just get the fuck
You know,
out
but
of here?
what about that some cultures, like, you're supposed to respect the elderly, like their wisdom?
Yeah, well, if
Is
they
that
were
just like not a thing anymore?
listen. No, it is still a thing, but the thing is, like, do you want a fucking 80-year-old person driving a kid's bus or some shit? With a bus full of kids. I mean, you can respect
But
the old
not,
people in your life, but also be like, I don't think an 80-year-old should be president. Sorry, dude. Just got to be real about it.
Um,
I say we fucking euthanize people at 80, straight up.
oh God, are you trying to
We're
get
not.
me
I'm
off?
kidding.
Stop.
What do
I'm
we feel about
kidding.
it?
I don't like this whole thing right now about ageism. I would rather just talk about the toenail.
Listen, sometimes you just gotta make a stand, okay?
I agree
Let's
with
not
you.
make
The thing is that older people sometimes are more experienced. For instance, Biden has many years of experience in politics and probably at his age is less interested in his making money for himself and his family and is probably more interested in the welfare of the country. You get younger people, they might be more interested in getting money for themselves, going into corruption, and don't understand the intricacies of political life. For instance, Dr. Oz was appointed to a political position, but he didn't realize he was in a political position. He thought he was put in that position because of his experience. No, they could have put anybody in that position, but they put Dr. Oz on this particular committee because he had a following. He was put up there for his political power, and he could bring people to the Republican Party. But Dr. Oz doesn't understand politics, and so he's younger, but he's going to be more of a danger because he doesn't understand politics. And everyone understanding politics isn't always good, but I'd rather have somebody in there who understands how to get things done and is working for the good of the country than somebody who's just younger, who doesn't know what they're doing, who might be more inclined to go into collusion with someone who's corrupt and end up getting into trouble while he's trying to make millions for his family. So, what do you think? Should we throw people out just because they're old, or should we appreciate the experience they bring to the job? Thanks for listening. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.